another distributor. Another movie, controversial for very different reasons, opens in theaters later this month. It's aimed at Californians who complain about undocumented Mexican immigrants. CBS's Bill Whitaker has the story.
Imagine if California woke up one day to find all Latinos, citizens and immigrants, legal and illegal, had disappeared.
We have lost our Mexicans.
That's the provocative premise of a soon-to-be-released satirical mockumentary, A Day Without a Mexican.
Because, of course, all Latinos on the West Coast are assumed to be Mexican.
It's the response of Mexican-born filmmakers Sergio Arau and Yoreli Arizmendi to recent legislative attempts to cut services to undocumented workers in California.
How do you make the invisible visible? You take it away.
Yeah. From farm workers to lieutenant governor.
All gone.
The filmmakers say they want to shake things up, and have they ever? One of the first billboards to go up was pulled right down after an outrage complaint by an Hispanic woman. But Pasadena restaurateur Blair Salisbury calls just the thought of no Latino workers a nightmare. You wake up one morning, all Latinos are gone. What would that do to your business?
It closed me down. To me, it would cripple the whole economy in the state of California. I have no doubt it would.
Almost a third of the state is Latino, including the LADA.
Bartender and waiters. I'm the warehouse manager.
They collect the money for meters.
The trouble, say critics, is that the movie makes light of a weighty problem: illegal immigration.
It costs American taxpayers billions of dollars a year to have cheap labor. No, they are not paying their fair share.
It's a comedy. It's a very serious comedy.
That may make you laugh until it hurts. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Hollywood.
And this is CBS News Up to the Minute.
For news 24 hours a day, log on to cbsnews.com.
For information about Up to the Minute, go to uttm.com or email us at uttm@cbs.com.
Experience CBS News.
Unrest in Iraq. A deadly suicide car bombing outside the main U.S. complex in Baghdad. President Bush expresses outrage to the Arab world over U.S. abuse of Iraqi prisoners. And the Western fire season. A fire mishap at the Grand Canyon forces busy tourist areas to shut down. This is the CBS Morning News for Thursday, May 6th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Susan McGinnis. This morning, a suicide car bomber struck just outside the main U.S. compound in Baghdad. The powerful blast killed 5 Iraqis and at least 1 American soldier. CBS News correspondent Jim Acosta is in Baghdad with the latest. Jim, good morning.
Good morning, Susan. This powerful car bomb exploded in central Baghdad right outside a checkpoint leading into the Green Zone. That's the fortified compound housing U.S. military and coalition offices. It appears a suicide bomber pulled up to the checkpoint inside a Baghdad taxi while insurgents in 3 other cars waited from a distance to detonate the device. 6 Iraqis and 1 U.S. soldier died in the explosion. 2 other soldiers were hurt badly in the blast and are said to be in critical condition. The explosion incinerated nearby cars and shattered windows in homes and businesses 100 yards away. Military officials say concrete barriers at the checkpoint likely prevented other casualties, and the location of the bomb right outside the checkpoint leading into the Green Zone will be read by some as retaliation for those disturbing pictures of prisoner abuse at Abu Ghraib. While there's no confirmation of that, the new photos plus some new images that have been released this morning are stirring up some intense outrage, and those pictures will just continue to inflame those hard feelings. Susan?
Jim, what about the coalition offensive in the south?
Well, it's being described as the biggest assault to date on forces loyal to rebel cleric Muqtada al-Sadr. U.S. forces raided offices that belong to the rebel cleric, and there were some clashes at a graveyard right outside Najaf, the holy city. That's the holy city that U.S. forces are trying to avoid an invasion of because it could spark a wider holy war. So at this point, they're trying to weaken and disarm these loyalists without sparking really what could be sort of a bloody battle between these two sides. Susan?
All right, Jim Acosta in Baghdad, thank you. It was a major effort at presidential damage control. President Bush went on Arab TV to answer questions about prisoner abuse in Iraq. He promised that justice will be served, but as Bill Plant reports, the scandal will likely have a lasting impact on U.S. relations in the region.
As the president went on Arab television trying to contain the growing damage caused by the humiliation of Iraqi prisoners, officials announced that 2 more prisoners